Greetings, Commanders. This is Pagan Horde, and we are looking at beautiful 86 in the Stackpole Cruise Misadventure. Now, the reason we're starting that one in a browser is that the update dropped just as I was about to press record, really. So here we are. A lot of general fixes have been applied. The link to the description is this. It's in the video's description. The part that I've noticed the most is, of course, that there's a change to size delta. That the accuracy in malice is now 20 tons for every +1 instead of the original 15, which is, in my opinion, a huge step in the right direction. And we're gonna appreciate it because it's rare that something is walked back in Roguetech, so we're gonna appreciate it. Let's see, and there's also a bonus now to defense and guarded when you are in water, which I think is very smart, because half your mech is in water, you have the same defense bonus as being in a forest. That works with me, and will make using water a lot more viable now, because you get less mobility in water, so, but you have guarded, so yeah, that makes sense, that's a good balance. So there's a lot of vehicles and changes to laser. All lasers seems to have now an accuracy against battle armor and protomechs, which will make having lasers better. Pulse lasers have also been tweaked a lot. We'll take a look at it more in the game, but all pulse lasers seems to have some buff one way or the other, which also makes absolute sense because they were lasers and energy weapons in general have been on the low end of the power curve in Roguetech, and Pulse pretty much got it the worst, because it's really hard to invest 50 heat in a weapon that will do 3 times 16 in the end game, but they all seem to get bonus to clustering and other stuff that we're going to take a better look inside the game. So once again, the link to the changes will be in the video description, and let's take a look at this brand new patch. See you in a moment. Alrighty then, so as promised from last episode, I moved around and did a wee bit of repairs so that we can get perhaps in a super heavy mission. So that was the plan and that's what I did. To take a look at the new lasers. And by the way, I got the comment in the comment section about how to improve maybe the chances of those last gun, which is a brilliant idea. I just don't have the exact requirement for it right now. The idea would be to be using some battle computers, critical, to increase the chance of getting an internal critical from these weapons, which is a fine idea. However, I don't have like a fire control MK2, and this one is more for headshots or targeted shots, and I would be losing all the accuracy improvement of the Predator. So it's a great idea. And we'll look into it when we have an MK2. So, for now, let's take a look at the new weapons. So, a lot of the things of the pulse weapon, which were behind in the power curve, let's be honest, are now affected by cluster, so they're less prone to hit all over the place. Okay. So, +2 chance to cluster on a hit on the same location, and it's affected by cluster. Okay. So making a pulse build affected by cluster could be a thing. I see. Now, I don't have a lot of pulse in my inventory right now. Pretty much because they were not doing very good and I traded most of them away. Sold most of them. So I don't have a lot for comparison. Like comparing to the inner sphere pulse, which are supposed to be now a 1 damage things. So I don't have a lot of it to compare right now, but we can see the changes to the clan ones, which are now affected by clustering. Which is darn useful. Very good. The change to the pulse is welcome. Honestly, most energy weapons, in my humble opinion, are quite behind the curve in terms of usefulness. the huge amount of heat that are required to do damage is not the best when you compare to missiles and racks and other munition-dependent weapon. It's just eh. So, that's the crew we have right now. I moved us forward. We skipped 1 month and I'm almost 1 day away from another financial report. So it was a wee bit costly to find this mission. I had to travel twice. But we gotta say recovery here. Thick Hunter. Which is apropos because we're hunting thick mechs. So yeah, that works. So we're gonna go right into this mission. Which should be some super heavy stuff. And we're gonna be able to see right away if the changes to the size delta as well. Okay, so maximum 1400 tons, which I can't fill. Like, not at all. But we can bring the hailstorm. Definitely. I'll keep metal on the set risk. And by the way, I have redone my main pilot's skill. I've retrained them for vehicle piloting, because that's what he's going to do from this point on. The immortal main pilot, he's going to go on the hailstorm and the set risk and be able to do these things. The hailstorm is not as vulnerable as, for example, this thing, so I'm quite happy putting them on it. Like, anybody else can get the hailstorm, pretty much. I'll give it to Glitch. It'll be fine. Alright, so we have our best. But I'm not gonna bring the Timby out on that one. We're gonna go back to our Daka Cat. The Anu is a fine choice, the Rifleman is a fine choice. Do I bring the Fire Worm or another mech? Fire Worm has been useful as a target bait, if anything else. But he's more useful than the Jess, okay. So, as in one more mech. Let's bring, pardon me. Let's bring this guy, because the heavy Gauss rifle to punch things in, and big thick armor. Yeah, I want that. Now, I don't have a dedicated pilot right now, but you, sir, will have the skills automatically, so you're gonna get the long-range bonuses of this fellow. The Gunslinger, advanced long-range targeting, perfect. And I'm gonna put the Sky Warden here. Very good. So that is a nice lineup. We're dropping pretty much everybody. And I think it'll be interesting. And I'll see you in a moment.
A few moments later.
2 ballistic is the... Yep, there you go. No chance in hell. That is what they do.
A few moments later.
Did you get initiative 26? How? Ugh. Alrighty then, this will be my third and final try of this mission. For those who are unfamiliar, I had this rule last season and I intended to keep it. Because when we're starting to face ridiculous stuff like this, I could spend 12 hours and try it 20 times before it works, and I refuse to do that for sanity reason. So what's happening in this one is that we have a unfavorable terrain where we don't have a lot of places to hide. And we have 2 enemy units with railguns, 1 tank with double railgun, an obliterator, and one subjugator with an improved railgun. And I don't have a lot to work with to be able to take them out before they can kill us. Because the rule of railguns is if they see you, you're dead. That's how it works. So, I am left. I don't have a lot of places to land, and both of the railgun units are behind this hill. They can just pop out and kill us before we have a time. In the previous try, the tank with double railgun at initiative 26 just fired again from the top, and yeah, nothing I can do about it. So we are in that kind of situation. So I'm going to flip the script for my third attempt. I'm going to land as close as possible. And I'm going to try to mother of all bomb or be aggressive this time. There is no countermeasures to these weapons. More or less. There's nothing you can counter, hide, or strategy you can use. If they see you, you're dead. So, yeah, that's the obliterator. And it moves fast enough to go on top here and shoot before I have time to react. I'll give it one last try. So we have 2 Knight Gear here and a summoner with battle armor. So we're gonna have to worry about that at least a little bit.
You have orders?
And there's a subjugator here. Yeah. Well, one last try. As I've said often on this channel, we do go against stupidly difficult mission on purpose. We do things like that so that you don't have to. So just remember that the failure is always an option, because we're doing some ridiculous stuff. The difficulty of Roguetech has been cranked up to... of these pilots, these enemies have been cranked up to... almost player-hating level, so yeah, it is what it is.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, sir. Fuck it, I'm going in. I'm sending in the bandit. I'm gonna be stupidly aggressive. This means that this tank will probably be able to take a shot, but... my only options, because I've already failed twice this mission trying to do the careful approach. Let's go in, guns blazing, and die in a blaze of glory. So I'm gonna hope to win the initiative game. There we go, subjugator on top, improved railgun could kill anybody. That's the odds. That's the odds.
Let's move.
Standing by.
Some of these battle armor have also been constables and things that can do directly internal critical. Yeah, this mission is a wee bit nuts in the nutty phase. So let's see what we can do.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, the good thing about the subjugator being on top here is that I can target him with everything.
Ready for orders.
So I'm gonna send all the armor and the VTOL against the obliterator and use all of you guys to shoot the subjugator. And we need to kill them both before they fire, or we're dead. Those are the odds. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets.
Aye, aye.
RNG, take the wheel.
Going full throttle.
Good to go. Pedal to the metal.
3 battle armor total. Okay, understood. Hookie, first one up. It will be armor, probably. So this guy is a 16, or... yeah, 16. And you have 18. Very well.
A delay sounds wise.
Let's just juggle the armor first.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, we have cold fire. Do we have a side shot? We don't.
Pedal to the
Let's
metal.
go full frontal. 29% for super heavy in front of your face. Why do... Okay, well, RNG has decided that I will not be able to kill it. Essentially. Alright. So, mother of all bomb. I have a 50 here. 28 there. Can I get you like this?
Copy that.
Putting the set risk in a big dangerous position? No, it's only 28%. I have 74 on streaks, but 28 on you. Uh... 10... I don't know why. I actually have more penalties on you. Uh, 63 there. 69 there on the imp. 28 on you. Well, I'm still gonna fire it on you, because, that's all if that thing fires, we're dead. Okay, that's a miss.
My flamer is out of fuel. Standing by.
Alright, bandits, your job is the obliterator. True. And side shots are actually better for taking out tanks.
Firing all weapons. How might I help?
So there you go. That actually has good hit chance.
Target confirmed.
Go, 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 gadget battle armor. That's half the armor on that side. Could be a minimum distance thing, maybe, why the mother of all bomb was,
Yes, Commander.
but it's not the it's not in the description.
10-4.
All right, so you work.
Engaging target.
That's decent damage.
Слушаю. Принял, выдвигаюсь.
Let's go high explosive.
И есть полный залп.
That's a nice armor shave.
Commander?
And then we come in with the heavy Gauss to do a big kaboom. Hopefully. Maybe. 66%.
Target acquired.
It's a hit. It's a hit. We have a chance. We have a chance.
On the move.
But your job is to go for the tank. Alright, so how much do I have? Initiative 18.
For order.
You, sir, are for the tank as well. Come on, let's break it. Come on, come on. This side is almost open.
Standing by.
If I can get my other armor on it, I have a chance.
I copy.
33%. Another no sensor. Yeah, it's magical AI bullshit. But we got it open on the leg. Putting him down would not be too shabby.
Affirmative. Roger that.
Not opened yet, but I have 2 more armor. Space Marine, go!
Here it comes.
Oh, it's exposed. But we are on 18. And I think we've lost the bet. We've lost the bet. Okay. You go charge. You mother...
I'm gonna need a medic.
And of course you charge Braver, because that's what you do. You just want to kill Braver every fucking time. Okay. Poor Braver, man. Back to the hospital you go. But we didn't get hit by a railgun, so I'm kind of confused. Alright, I'm gonna... I can't really use this, but I can use that. You are already open, so I'm gonna do air burst for maximum crit seeking. Even if I'm hitting my own a lot more than you.
Lucky bastard. That was a solid hit. That was a hit. Losing armor. Reporting. Heavy damage. My armor's getting stripped off.
Whew. We're still alive. At least the nurses are good to Braver. It's now a complete running gag that he just likes the nurses.
Receiving you.
One more battle armor to take out the obliterator. All or nothing. And it's not enough.
Scored a critical hit.
It's not enough. That's what they do. Okay. Look at the distance. Alright, wow. Well, at least that's our immortal pilot. So we're gonna keep going. Another charge by an imp. It's a miss this time. How the hell did it charge from all the way over there? Again. Another one? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. One shot kill. Alright guys, no, I'm calling it. I've tried this mission 3 times. I will keep the rule of 3 as my personal rule so that I don't go insane trying to do missions that are, well, impossible. Or at least, maybe we can win it somewhere in orangey heaven, but I'm not willing to risk that for my sanity. Okay, so I tried it. It's either the charge, the insane charge, or the accurate railgun, but this mission and the terrain combination, it doesn't work. And I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so we're gonna pick something else. Fair reminder that in this channel I do try to do the hardest thing sometimes on purpose, and that failure is always an option. In this case of the last mission, it was a combination of no terrain that I could use to take cover from the railguns, and the ridiculous charging behavior of the super heavies. Which means that I'm damned if I try to hide, and I'm damned if I try to rush them. Either way, so it just didn't work out. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna tick the forward for 1 day to see if there's new missions available in this one. I'm gonna keep trying to bring super heavy content for the simple spectacle of it and for the simple nail-biting difficult mission, but please understand that even more in this season than previous season, it's gotten even harder between the incredibly advanced AI that have better stats than you, and the behavior of charging all the time if you get close, and railguns that are incredibly accurate. Between all of that, there's not much room to maneuver or any tactics that are actually viable. So we're gonna see what we can do. So we rolled another King's Horse. I wish I could stop this mission from spawning, because the King's Horse is... I mean, it was meant as a challenge mission, and it is interesting, but I wish I would roll more... 1 out of 2 super heavy missions rolls as a King's Horse, so it is a bit of a detriment. Alright, so what can we do? Well, we're gonna turn around and do something else, because we've spent a lot of money, spent almost 2 months looking for the super heavy mission. It got a lot of King Horse, and then it was not possible to do, so I spent like 7 million C-bills, so right now we need to recuperate that. This one appears to have good money, so is this one. All of these, that's against the government. So we're gonna roll for money and keep 1 salvage in case the government brings some crazy stuff. So let's go. Now, I probably won't be able to drop the same group, because that's, yeah, way too heavy. I don't think I'll need the Hellstorm. What do I drop? Drop the Fireworm. And now we're 792 and 23 Lance rating. Alright, so we're gonna pivot to this capture base. I really tried to get a super heavy mission for this episode, but you know, the C-bill cost of moving around from planet to planet and roll for new mission, and rolling a lot of King's Horse and all of that, it was a wee bit out of our reach for now. So now we need to do a money mission, and let's go. I'll see you in a moment. Very well, clandestine research. Let's have a roll.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, 1 support lance that I can see for now. Alright, so we have some terrain to play with on that one. Probably gonna stand behind this hill and let's see what will peek out. Use targets of opportunity. I see turrets. Okay. And arrow 4.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, an awesome on top. That's the LRM version. We have a Tumbird. We can ignore that. A regular longbow. That's the MMS Vulture. That's a monster. Okay. A V-Sandblaster. Hardened Gauss, Twin Gauss, and a Battlemaster M3. Very well.
Receiving you.
Very well.
Roger. Venting heat and stabilizing.
Sure.
How can I help? Ready?
Now, this will be able to target the VTOL eventually, but I think we'll be able to take both the longbow and the arrow 4 turret out promptly next turn.
Going turbo.
That one is dangerous. I would love to avoid getting hit by those potentially 160 missile boat. That would be in the suck department.
They will be done.
But to reach him, I would have to step forward here and be vulnerable to these attacks. So we'll see what happens.
Commander?
We can maybe pepper him indirectly.
Commander.
That would be a thing.
Acknowledged.
Need something, Chief?
I would not be fond of waiting until that thing comes forward, because it's gonna unleash everything. That's usually what they do. Not too worried about the guy on top. It's just an awesome.
Roger.
Alright, sir. Start by rolling the armor.
Waiting for orders.
I'm assuming that's all armor it is.
What's the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Standing by.
Yeesh. 21. So the longbow moves back. Very well.
Talk to me.
The mother of all bomb. It would be a very decent choice to Moab this guy, if I can.
All weapons are go.
Indeed.
Battle mech down. My flamer is
Indeed. Very well. So, biggest threat
moving out.
gone. I will take that. And I will crank this and remove arrow 4 from the equation.
One less turret. Hey there.
The Mr. Warhawk. The Mr. Warhawk is... We do have a shot, but it's not a good one. Yeah, it's at 47. Okay.
Standing by.
I'm actually gonna start reserving. I'm thinking. Because I could get in there with our bandits, but that would be putting us in range of at least... Well, this is a thumper turret. And I'm not in range of the Sandblaster. I'm not in range of the Hardened Gauss. Let's go.
On the move.
That's gonna do that and trigger reinforcement eventually, but I think we're good. I think I can afford to go after you.
Firing a full pistol. Let's go.
Do that.
Enemy down.
Well,
Wait your
the
command.
difference between this mission and the last one is intense
On my way.
so far.
Time. Commander.
I think we can afford to use the armor against the turret. This guy's a wee bit far away and into the forest for the armor.
What's up, boss?
Let's bolt it down. Come on, Space Marine.
Locking in all weapon systems. Reporting.
That ought to do it.
I'm loading a full tower.
So 2 turrets and 2 mechs down.
Turret destroyed. Ready for order.
Let's give it a shot. Low hit chance, but no, a bit of heat. Forest on fire.
Let's move.
So I'm not gonna crank it up to 6 because of the low hit chance. I'm just gonna do that.
Да. Педаль в пол, принято.
What about you? Hey, high explosive can go.
Работаю.
Cool, I'll take it. Okay, not a big deal.
Commander?
Do I have an angle anymore? I don't think so. He moved out of range from downstairs.
Aye.
Is it worth firing on a turret indirectly? Yeah, sure.
Confirmed.
Yes, Commander.
Mr. Rolo.
Be there in a jiff.
Mr. Rolo. Is it worth using some acid? Not against a turret. Well, let's just send some standard. Start chewing through that armor. Now the master. Master. It's not a big deal. Oh, you, sir, do have an angle. Am I gonna hit my friend in the back? No, I think we're good. You should be stressed after that. Ah, so the Gauss was able to target the risk,
Follow my lead.
but we're good. We are quite good. Very well, sir. What should I do with you? I'm going to pursue the master. Master.
Let's see what this baby can do. Locking in, I'll give him everything you got. Waiting order.
And you guys can wait just a little bit. I'm definitely your master now.
Scored a critical hit. Yeah.
Yay.
Ready for orders.
Oh, a Space Marine finish?
I copy.
No, not quite. He's still alive.
I hear ya. Standing by.
For now.
Going full throttle. Well, let's do this.
Yeah, you're the master of not much at the moment.
Waiting
Sorry,
out,
buddy.
Commander.
Angle? No? Okay.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Alright, so Mother Ball Bomb is done, but I think the Gauss turret is more of a threat than the Awesome, actually, so I'm gonna throw my weight around there.
More house around.
Beautiful.
Target destroyed. You have orders?
Yeah, you can actually reach that.
Unleashing hell.
And that's most of that turret.
Scored a critical hit. Ready for orders.
The Daka can reach you, yes. I think I can crank it up. Yeah, that Awesome is regretting a lot of his life choices. Okay, so now I believe the best use of you would be to go indirect and finish the turret before it gets fire on our bandit.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. And you can just do that.
Alright, I'll give him the Alright, everybody. Let's get this done.
Beautiful.
I'm here.
So the reinforcements typically
Confirmed.
in this one comes over there, but it could be a random one.
You want fast? I can give you fast.
Or okay, so we have one round before they come in. Very good. So let's just get closer.
Order acknowledged.
No stress.
Move into position. Uh-huh. Position confirmed. I'm moving.
Let's do the capture.
On my way. Confirmed.
And there we go. Do we have them? We have them. And they appear to be on their predictable spot.
I'm receiving you.
Do I go right for it? No. They have spawn protection at the moment. My best bet would be to let them move. Let them take the first move.
Holding for the right opportunity.
It's gonna be their turn at one point, right?
Standing by.
There we go. Okay. A Dragon X. Are you the one with the prototype plus? You are. And that changes things. Okay, let's try not to blow this one up. The ASAT. Okay. We have an ASAT. Saint James is the long-term fellow. And a Warhawk with the plasma cannon Warhawk. Okay, that's actually a very decent crowd.
Going full throttle. What can I do for you? Pedal to the metal.
Proteus, I believe. Do we have decent hit chance? We have 2%. Right. Do I bother? No, I don't.
I've got your back.
Set risk, I believe we can play.
My way.
Oh no, jet booster is done.
Locked on target.
That's the one I don't want to blow up.
How's it going?
Do we go in right now or do we wait it out a wee bit? Let's wait it out a wee bit.
What's up, boss?
Let's not put you in mortal danger quite yet. And your speed will be reduced a lot if you go into the forest. Alright.
Move order received. Confirmed. It's go time.
Has there been some change to the ECM game in the last patch that was not in the description? Because there's some weird shenanigan going on.
Go time. No joy.
Oh, so you went direct fire, eh?
Ready for orders. Got it.
Let's try to get an angle with the Uber from on top here.
Педаль в пол, принято.
Yeah. Well, I got 26. Maybe that's enough to make him unstable. It was not. Good try. Oh, mines could actually be a problem to those bandits. That's actually a thing.
No shooting, just running.
There you go.
Let's see how you like this.
Okay.
And left. Good to go. Giving him everything I've got.
There you go.
Standing by.
The Anu can get an angle. So don't mind if I do. I have both the Victor and the Atlas. The Atlas is a bit more dangerous in these circumstances.
What's the plan?
Let's get him.
I understand.
Welcome to the floor.
Let's get this done, team.
Why don't you fire again? Unless there's a better... Nah. Fire again. Let's just core it. Let's not be subtle.
Everything you got. Target's taking a critical hit. Yes, Commander.
Have some more.
It's go time. Solid connection on that one. What's up, boss?
Braver. I believe that will be enough for you.
Mech warriors.
No, no,
Show 'em
not
what
quite.
you got. Now that hit something good. How can I help?
Alright, still have enough movement with you, with the stealth and everything. It will be just fine. So let's just hit this guy.
I'll break him in two.
So we need to try to find a way to get
Receiving you.
the dragon without breaking it first.
Affirmative. Giving them everything I've got.
So we're gonna concentrate on the other ones for now. Cold Fire doesn't have an angle.
Receiving you.
The gnome. I'm actually gonna wait for the gnome.
Right here.
Because we're gonna try to maybe overheat.
No problem.
Overheat this guy.
Firing a full salvo.
That's just 24, I know. But because I was scratching my friend, it's fine.
Order.
So you, sir,
Got it, Commander.
we're gonna just walk onto the mines. They were not too bad. There was not a lot of them. You will fire on this guy,
Oh, it's on now. That's
but I'm gonna put the heat on the dragon.
Roger.
Waiting for orders.
Now, Vren, what's your best shot? Not too shabby on the Hawk. Let's put the James down. That is a lot of AMS.
Педаль в пол.
Is that an
принято.
advanced? Yeah.
Лови, смертник.
It went through this time.
Давайте. How's it going?
The Hawk. Oh yeah.
Understood. Moving fast.
Big gun on target. Enjoy.
Oh, it's on now.
PC recoil destroyed. That's actually a good battle computer. Sadly. Alright, so you went full rack 10 risk.
Heavy damage.
Didn't go too well for you. You hit your friend a little bit, I think. But now I don't have an angle to heat up the dragon. Okay. Which seems to be running pretty cool. It used up its rack 10 and it's barely hot. And now we have the Uber Jäger on top, who could obliterate that dragon. But we're gonna try to salvage the prototype heatsink.
Solid connection on that one.
So not much the St. James can do. Warhawk is doing his best.
Barely hit, Commander. What's up, boss?
Triceratops. Triceratops. You got this guy.
Damn. Let's do this. Target's taken.
Not much armor left on that poor dude.
Let's go.
He's still alive.
Ready.
Now I do have to move to gain evasion.
Got it.
The only armor left is in the back, so I'm gonna fire on something else.
Mech warriors. Ready for orders.
Same deal for you. We do need to generate that evasion.
Mission confirmed. Roger. Oh, hell yes.
That indeed. So we're gonna step up into the mine a schnittle bit, and I'm gonna fire all of that in this poor man's back. Gotcha. Now I'm playing with my food to be able to loot the prototype X, because I could have ended this a wee bit easier, let's be honest.
Let's go. Bang. You're dead, Commander.
Now, what would be the best way to do that? I wonder. I don't want to obliterate you. You, sir, are able to headshot, right? Let's go for it.
Target confirmed. Hit him hard.
Did we? We did. Amazing. We actually hit the head. We hit the head with the laser, I would imagine, and the damage resistance saved him. And we got the leg, which did the heavy gauss, which are both great results, because making him fall down is also very valid.
Hey, let's see what this baby can do.
Let's go guided.
Mech warrior.
Lower leg,
What you get.
engine crit. We're trying not to break the engine, though. Because we fired on the back. Okay, got it. Let's fire on the side again. Let's try to target the leg. You cannot headshot, really. So let's go for the leg.
Follow my lead. For House Arano.
That's a mammo explosion.
Punch right through his armor.
He's running hot. He's stress and 1 health. Okay, so if we put him down, he's probably... The pilot is probably gonna go unconscious. So I'm not gonna fire everything. Just gonna do that.
Let's do this.
Surprisingly, not even 1 hit on the leg, but it's more than enough for a knockdown. And between that, injury, left leg destroyed, I believe we got it. Cool. Okay, so I'm sorry that wasn't a successful super heavy mission. But we did have fun playing with our food, and we can probably salvage a prototype plus heatsink kit. Hopefully. See you in a moment.
Successful.
Alright, 4.5 million, which will recuperate a lot of the losses from looking around for the super heavy mission. And then we have exactly one salvage, and we know what to use it with. Okay, I would call that a win. Let's disassemble all from the get-go, because we know what we want. Which the rack 10 would be not too shabby either. And there it is! The best heatsink kit in the game. Minus 12 heat per turn. And minus 30% generated by weapon fire. That is just awesome! And there we go. We could use it right away and stash it in the Uberjäger. Because the Uberjäger has been having a wee bit of difficulty getting heat out of his Alpha Strikes. We did get the Rack 10, which is cool. Now the Rack 10 has an optimal range of 300 instead of the 420 of others. But the thing about that one is this redunculous amount of recoil. The 8 stability damage to self per shot fired. Well, maybe we can put it to good use. Very well, so that would be it, and I will see you in a moment. Alright guys, so I think that will be it for this one. I'm sorry I couldn't get the super heavy mission done. But let's be honest, this season is even more difficult than the previous one due to the charging behavior. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I will keep trying, but be aware that the percentage of failure will be high. It's just the way it is for now. Now, if you would please do some YouTube stuff before you go, any buttons will do. It will help this small channel elbow its way into some of the algorithm jungle. And hopefully the hunt with our food and the Prototype Plus salvage will be satisfying for that one. So please do some YouTube stuff before you go, and I will see you next time. Thank you.